timing of 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Moreover, as part of our ongoing endeavor to further develop the government securities market, proposed to permit lending and borrowing of G-Secs. This will provide investors with an avenue to deploy their idle securities, enhance portfolio returns, and facilitate wider participation. This measure will also add depth and liquidity to the G-Sec market, aid efficient price discovery, and work towards a smooth completion of the market borrowing program of the center and the states. The pace of transmission of monetary policy actions to both lending and deposit rates has strengthened in the current tightening cycle. The weighted average lending rate, that is WLR, on fresh rupee loans and outstanding rupee loans, there are two components. One is on the fresh loans that's now being given, and on the outstanding loans, they increased by 137 basis points and 80 basis points respectively during May to December. The weighted average domestic term deposit rate for fresh deposits and outstanding deposits increased by 213 and 75 basis points respectively. The Indian rupee has remained one of the least volatile currencies among its Asian peers in the calendar year 2022 and continues to be so this year also. Similarly, the depreciation and the volatility of the Indian rupee during the current phase of multiple shocks is far lower than what it was during the global financial crisis and the taper tantrum. In a fundamental sense, the movements of the rupee reflect the resilience of the Indian economy. On this matter of volatility and depreciation, I have provided some comparison with other countries, with the Asian peers, as I mentioned, and also I have given a comparison with the scenario which prevailed during the taper tantrum and during the global financial crisis. That is all contained in the footnote of my statement, if those of you who are interested may like to refer to it. I now turn my focus to the external sector. The current account deficit for the first half of 22-23 stood at 3.3% of GDP. The situation has shown improvement in Q3 22-23 as imports moderated in the wake of lower commodity prices, resulting in narrowing of the merchandise trade deficit. Further, services exports rose by 24.9% year-on-year in Q3 22-23, driven by software, business and travel services. Global software and IT services spending is expected to remain strong in 2023. Remittance growth for India in the first half of 22-23 was around 26%, more than twice the World Bank's projection for the year. This is likely to remain robust owing to better growth prospects of the Gulf countries. The net balance under services and remittance are expected to remain in large surplus, partly offsetting the trade deficit. The current account deficit is expected to moderate in H2, that is in the second half of 22-23, and remain eminently manageable and within the parameters of viability. On the financing side, net foreign direct investment, that is FDI flows,